triggered...
I triggered something, but what?
Feel my wrath!
I triggered something, but what?
Feel my wrath!
Ooh.
Here we are, Farglow, the place where our disciples become true dragon slayers. And today, the honor is yours. They are quite simple. Seek out the men and women who reside here and benefit from their knowledge. That may sound a bit vague, but don't worry. Farglow will explain itself. You'll have to see for yourself. Don't be so apprehensive. You'll be fine. This is a momentous step in every Slayer's life, but few have fared badly afterwards. Though I should very much like to enter the village again, I am forbidden to do so. Only once in their lives may Dragon Slayers enter it, disciples. In any case, it would be imprudent to join you. This is a part of the journey each Slayer must walk alone. Not completely, no. After the initiation, we will head back to Rivertown, where the ritual will come to its conclusion. But let's talk about that on the Zeppelin when we head back, shall we? Good luck, Slayer.
Good luck in there, Slayer. The Zeppelin will be ready when you return.
I can understand why you'd want to come talk to me, but no. I can't tell you more than what Commander Rogues told you. Well, the big dragon purges took place during the decade that followed the Great War against Damien, the Damned One. As you know, most Dragon Knights were killed during that period. Dragon Slayers became a small group of elite warriors as opposed to the army they once were. Occasionally, a Dragon Knight would surface and the Slayers would head out. 8 years ago, I fought my first. Geldor, he was called, Lord of the Five Spears. We trapped him in the dungeons beneath his castle, so he couldn't take his dragon form. Did his cognomen proud, he did, for many were skewered by his fearsome javelins. In the end, though, my arrows found his gut, and others' swords tore his chest. One, at least, a female. She has left a trail of mutilated Slayer corpses behind her over the years. We'll get her yet, though. She's bound to turn up sooner or later. But it doesn't matter if it takes another century of searching. The last of the Dragon Knights, the betrayers, will be found and will be slain. Best of luck.
Go on then. Don't tarry. We haven't got all day, you know.
Weakling!
The disciple arrives. Let me bid you a fond welcome to Farglow. And I commend your patience. Most Slayers loathe being referred to as a pupil. Such a belittling word, disciple is, wouldn't you say, for one who has since the age of 10 been groomed to become the elite of man's warriors. But don't you worry, you'll earn the title of Dragon Slayer soon enough. Couldn't have put it better myself. In fact, I have but one thing to add. Morgana is waiting by the waterfall. Find her, and the purpose of this day shall become crystal clear. The Archmage. She's an intimidating woman, to be sure, but pleasant enough in her own way. Her laboratory is at the back of the village, next to the Divine Memorial Flame.
As the name says, it's a shrine that bears a flame in honor of the divine.
The bowl in which the flame was lit is held aloft by stone dragons. This design symbolizes the burden they carry on their shoulders, the guilt that was heaped upon them when they killed the divine. Oh, several people, but she'll send you on your way after her part of the ritual. The others probably won't share more than a few words with you until they know you've visited Morgana. And you, Slayer.
No. To combine that brew with last night's herbal distillation might cause an implosion. Try it anyway. You can be so irresponsible sometimes. That's easy for you to say. You can't die a second time. Good to see you, disciple. I am Morgana, the Archmage of Farglow. Oh, everybody makes a bit of a fuss when a soon-to-be Slayer arrives. We all have our fields of study and a good life to lead, but the village can get a tad dull now and again. But let's turn to the reason you are here, the ritual that will make you a true dragon slayer. To be a slayer is to hate the dragon, but also to understand it. No other order in Revellon takes the old military adage, know your enemy, quite so seriously as the Academy does. To attain this goal, I will infuse you with the memories of dragons. It will make you understand their language, motives, powers, and weaknesses. It will also color your eyes silver, the noted characteristic of the Slayer, which will enable you to see the spirits of the dead. The ritual has a side effect, but nothing can be done about that. The real drawback is this. The spell was not originally designed for the brain of a human, so to make place for it, you will lose your active knowledge of your years as a Slayer. It's unpleasant, I realize that. But a Slayer needs those dragon memories in order to operate. The only comfort is that your powers still persist on a subconscious level, so you'll regain your skills rather quickly. Becoming a dragon slayer is a harsh occurrence, but you'll become one of Rivellon's greatest heroes. Quite so. You could call it a perk that comes with the power of the memories. Everyone can see the living dead, of course, those poor souls that have fallen prey to necromancers. But to see the ghosts of those long dead is a precious ability, and will prove useful more frequently than you may think.